Over the next couple of weeks, I'll be going to the political conferences that are taking place to lobby politicians from both Labour and the Conservative parties. So don't be surprised if you see a picture of me at the Tory party conference. I want to lobby and argue about why Liverpool must be added to the HS2 network. I was one of the first people who made the case really strongly for HS2 to be connected to Liverpool. And the reason for that is because it's important for the economy of Liverpool. But even though I was arguing for HS2 to be connected to Liverpool, I was calling for also investment into HS3. And by that I mean not running from the capital to big cities like HS2 is doing, but also connecting Liverpool from the west right across through the Pennine route and across to Hull, through Newcastle and to Hull. The reason why I believe that's crucially important, because I wasn't doing it just to hear the sound of my own voice. I was making the economic case because I know and understand, as businesses do as well, the importance of connectivity, not just, as I said, from south up to Liverpool, from the capital up to Liverpool, but to actually connect us across the UK. It's vital that we do that, and that investment needs to be made. It's not just about the number of passengers, it's also about freight and the capacity and the growth, as I said, for our future as a city. Because, as I said, as Northerners, we need that investment, which, I believe happens disproportionately between north and south. So we need to build a better city and a better north and northwest Liverpool City region for ourselves. But of course, as a port city as well, Liverpool knows more than any other city the importance of connectivity in all its forms. I think if you look at the trains and the roads, the ferries, just across the Mersey, but ferries across the Irish Sea into the Isle of Man. You only have to look back to the 19th century, if you like, in terms of, half the world's freight used to come through Liverpool, came from Liverpool. So today we're investing £300 million in the superport of Liverpool. We were actually digging right down into the riverbed and clearing and dredging to make Liverpool a real superport that can take some of the biggest freight, some of the biggest ships that have been built. And it's called post-Panama. And so we can get those big ships into Liverpool and that freight coming to our, through our city and our city region. So Liverpool's history needs to be built on connectivity. Our future as well needs to be built on connectivity, and that's exactly what we aim to do. And as I said, for me, it is vital that we get that connectivity at the HS3 argument and win the HS2 argument as well. As I said, together with a growing city and a growing city region, the population requires that if we're going to attract new business and attract new people to our city, it's crucial that Liverpool has that full connection to HS2. So that's the reason why I am actually attending the conferences. That's why I'm also being backed and I'm supporting 20 Miles More, which is a business-led campaign to bring HS2 to Liverpool. And also, I'm backing all of the campaigns that are out there arguing the case for Liverpool to be connected. And it's important that we strongly get that message. And it's also really important that you get on board, if you like, excuse the pun, but sign the petitions that are available and actually, if you like, campaign with me to make sure that happens. So together with other cities, we've been drawing up plans for a network that is around HS3, and that's called the Northern Plan, and it's around, as I said, making sure that the Northwest is an international destination and a choice for business and for business growth. And of course, I want Liverpool to be part of that. It's talking about an investment of between around about 10 and 15 billion pounds worth of investment, but that might sound like a lot of money, but in comparison to, for instance, what London is asking for in its recent requests to the Treasury, they're asking for about £80 billion over the next sort of 30 years, and we're asking for a lot less than that for the whole of the North West. It's only fair that the nation invests in our future as well, in the North, and not just down south. And of course, the Scottish referendum result actually proves that the point that we want more spending in our cities and in our regions to actually make us more competitive and make us stronger and better able to create the conditions that people in those areas want, and that's why we'll keep arguing that case. So, you know, we want investment in the North West. In particular, I want investment through HS3, through HS2 coming into Liverpool, because we are ready to go, we're ready to grow, we're ready to provide what is needed in terms of to meeting that ask of government in order to make sure that we can accommodate HS2, whether that's through the expansion of Lime Street Station and other things. We're actually trying to build what I believe is a northern future, a northwest future for us all. And that's why over the next couple of weeks, as I said, I'm going to be arguing that case at the conferences and lobbying hard for Liverpool's future, so that we, as I said, can definitely be linked to HS2. We can't afford to lose that battle. So as I said, please help me by signing the petition linking to the Lincoln Liverpool website. Details are below, or join the 20 Miles More campaign, and obviously we'll keep you informed as to developments within this particular area.